Hey everybody, Courtney here, and we're going to focus today on building a strong core. So the abdominals, obliques, the lower back, all being targeted, using our breath, conscious connection to movement. So do join me in a all fours position. Spread the fingers out, shoulders are over wrists, tops of the feet, ankles are rooted. And just a few cat-cows connecting the inhale to the back bend, the exhale to the forward bend. Inhale, open the chest, stretch the belly. Exhale, scooping the navel toward the spine. Feel that release in the mid and upper back. 2 more. Maybe weave in a big sigh. And then just sit back on your heels for a moment. Slide one hand to your belly, one to your heart. Lick your lips, swallow. And listen for an ocean sound, breathing both in through your nose, out through your nose. The tongue is resting at the roof of the mouth, lips are sealed but soft. Chin is level with the earth. And there's a feeling of drawing the belly toward the lower back at the end of that out breath. Feeling that natural connection without force. We're going to come right onto our forearms, bringing that ocean sound with us. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Palms are flat. Stepping 1 foot back at a time, chest stays forward. Reaching the crown of the head toward the top of the mat, the heels toward the back of the mat. And do what you can to stay for the next 3 full breaths. From the time we first landed, roughly 45 seconds to a minute. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale, taking at least 1 more. Now you're going to come on down to your knees, stretch the tops of the feet back, heart forward. This is Sphinx posture, an easy back bend, rooting down to lift up. And do tip your head to the right for a breath. Maybe sigh. Come to neutral, tip your head left for a breath. Maybe sigh. Bring it back to center, still in Sphinx. Exhale completely. Can you curl the toes and find that plank position on the forearms once again? Prone. Taking 2-3 breaths to get into it. 2 or 3 more to be still. Just about halfway there. Notice if any areas are quick to react, like your face, your fingers, doing less in those spots. More lift through the belly, lengthening of the tail. This time to the knees, draw your hips up and back. Melt the heart forward and down. Maybe join your hands, take a prayer shape, getting into the upper back, that connection that can be so stiff in the outer upper arms, the triceps. Feeling that release down into the mid-ribs, the area that is still part of the core. Then do draw up the arms. Let's roll it back up. So again, you're kneeling. Shoulder roll or 2. Letting go of any tension from that plank shape on the elbows. You can cross legs. You can sit to one hip. Building boat, Navasana. To bring your hands to your hamstrings, lean back. Pull the heart forward and through. You might already feel a little tone, a little action happening here. Now see if you can keep the face relaxed, the jaw, the throat soft. Float 1 foot up. Breathing in, breathing out, float the other foot up. And if what you need is to just keep alternating, do. Otherwise, take the right foot up. Bring the left foot to meet it. Seal the big toes. Pull the heart forward and through, waking up the mid-upper spine. Maybe reach the arms forward or even up. Legs could get straighter, they don't have to. Taking that gaze beyond the big toe joints. And then tap the feet down. Palms are gonna move back several inches behind you. Maybe a subtle turn out if the shoulders are stiff. Reverse table, Purvottanasana, we float the hips up. Strengthening in many ways, the back body, the glutes, hamstring, lower spine. Chin is at the chest, or you start to send the chin toward the sky, maybe even gently release the throat, letting your head melt back. Heart still moving forward and up. And then eventually come on down. Navasana round 2, repeating what you did if it's enough. Adding a twist if you are up for it. If you're not sure, you can always go somewhere in a modification with feet grounded. I'm high on my tippy toes, my legs are barely involved. Maybe I've added those legs, maybe it's the left and the right this time. Quarter turn one way when you're ready for it. Inhale, neutral. Quarter turn the other. Trying not to round the spine. Equally abdominal and oblique work as it is upper back work. The rhomboids, the lats, all sorts of muscles involved. Take another inhale. Exhale. Maybe that reverse table. Can always loosen up a little first. Float the pelvis second. And keeping knees bent, feet flat. If you're familiar with the legs extended variety and want it, go for it. This is often plenty. Tailbone lengthens, sternum lifts, another breath or 2 or even 3. Linger when you need to. This is your time. And then you melt it down slow. This time plant the feet. Roll yourself vertebra by vertebra, going extra slow. Maybe hovering. And then finally the head releases. The breath comes back to that fluidity if it got lost. Do send your heels up to the sky. Bring your palms down to the ground, keeping that space you were just cultivating in the chest. Flexing the feet, deep breath in. When you breathe out, feel the decompression from the navel to the spine. Your back doesn't flatten, but it moves in that direction. Now on the next out breath, lower the right heel, halfway plus. Point the foot, inhale the leg up. Exhale, lower the left heel. Point the foot, lift the leg up. Exhale, lower both heels. Maybe it's only a third of the way, maybe more. Point and lift. This time left leg leads. Inhale it up. Right leg moves. Inhale it up. Both legs lower. Inhale it up. Now hug the knees for a breath. Notice which parts of you overreacted. Is it the face, the shoulders? Are there spots you can do less? We're going to do that one more time. Heels to the sky. Palms to the earth. Lower the right leg. Maybe a little further. Maybe a little less. Left side. Both legs simultaneously. Left leg lowers. Lift it up. Right leg lowers. Lift it up. Both legs lower. Bring it up. Knees to chest. Rock. Sway. Maybe circle one way, then the other. Feet come down. Bridges. Option for a block if you have one handy, placing that between the inner upper thighs. Triceps are going to ground, fingers reaching up. Inhale, float it up. Knees tracking forward, toes tracking forward. Exhale, float it down. Deepest breath available without straining. Maybe sweeping the arms or reaching from here. Feeling free to come back to what works for you. Do flow out and in at least one more time. Maybe hold for the extra breath or two, rooting to rebound, lift the pelvis, the heart, root into the back of the head to rise. And then maybe lift your heels this time, take it vertebra by vertebra, and we release. Last bit of abdominal work here, send the heels up, maybe with that block between the legs. If not, just joining big toes. Making things more challenging, arms could reach back, side, or keep them forward. Exhale, we lower halfway, 2/3 plus. Point and lift. Now it may just take 5, 6, 7 of these to really feel your edge. Maybe it's still more like 8, 9, 10. Slower the better. Finishing up with another rep or 2. Maybe hovering. Finally draw the knees in. This time taking it easy, that surrender onto the block. A similar lift as you did for bridge. Sliding it underneath your lower spine. Letting the back body surrender completely. Take a few breaths, establishing that balance. Maybe you stay put, maybe you take legs up, partial inversion. Always continue on with your practice, or let that be enough for now. Feeling that inner fire, that inner empowerment, that strength really from the inside out, the core of you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.